now. So when it comes to writing good code, CS50 and really the world in general tends to focus on these kinds of axes: correctness, design, and style. What does this mean? Correctness just means, does the code work the way it's supposed to? In the context of a class, it should do exactly what the homework assignment, aka problem set, tells you to do. In the real world, it should do exactly what someone decided the software should do: the product manager, the CEO, or the like. Correctness just means it behaves as it should. That's different, though, from how well designed the code might be. And we've seen that a few times. I've had some simplistic examples in Scratch and C that were 100% correct. Like, it did the right thing logically, but I was wasting the computer's time, I was wasting the human's time by asking more Boolean expressions than I needed to, and so forth. So design is more about, like in the world of English, like not only saying things that are correct, but doing it well, like in making a good cogent argument, not just one that happens to be correct. Style, meanwhile, is the third axis on which we might evaluate the quality of someone's code, and that's more of the aesthetics. Like, is everything pretty printed? That is, nicely indented? Are variables well named and not just called X, Y, Z arbitrarily or something like that? So style matters really to other humans, not to the computer, but to other humans. And to illustrate these, you'll see that in problem set 1 onward, you'll be given a number of tools that you can use. So one of those tools is called check50. And in each problem set, problem in C and Python and other languages, you'll be showed how you can test your own code. And you can literally run a command that CS50 created called check50. You'll then specify what's called a slug, which just means a unique identifier for that homework problem. And you'll get quick feedback on whether or not your code is correct. It doesn't mean it's well implemented or well designed or pretty, that is, well stylized, but at least that's the first gauntlet in getting good code submitted. Design, though, is much more subjective. Design is something you get feedback on from a human, for instance, in section or a teaching assistant, or in software. You can actually see atop VS Code, there's a couple of buttons that I haven't yet used but could. Design 50 is built on top of the CS50 duck, whereby if you have a program open in a tab, you click Design 50, you will get ChatGPT-like advice on how you can improve, not the correctness of that code, but the design of that code, the quality thereof, which is a bit more subjective and modeled after what a good teaching assistant might say. Style 50, meanwhile, is a third tool that will provide you with feedback on the style of your code. And it will show you on the left what your code looks like, and on the right what your code really should look like, insofar as it should be consistent with what we've taught in class and consistent with CS50's so-called style guide. And those of you who have some prior programming experience undoubtedly won't like some of CS50's stylistic choices, and that's going to be the case in the real world too. But as I alluded to earlier, in typical companies, you would have an official style guide or tool to which everyone adheres, so that everyone's code actually looks the same as everyone else's, even though people have contributed different solutions to problems. So correctness, design, style is not only how we, but really the world writ large tends to evaluate the quality of code, and we do it by way of these CS50 specific tools here. All right, how about one final flourish then to